She's Hi, a happy hoarder here, and we are suffering technical difficulties because we're so good at that. Not only are we excellent crafters, we are excellent at suffering from technical difficulties. There's this thing in the brain that, like, I have my crafting brain and my technical brain, and some reason I can't access both at the same time. So actually, we have Robin's voice, and we have Lola is here on my phone trying to figure out why her Android won't let her get on. So anybody wants to jump in and tell us what are we doing? What to do? We would love some help. In the
Hi,
meantime,
Mike. Hi, Denise.
so anybody jumps on and says, "I know how to do this," here's my link. Robin, do you want to come back and help us in a minute, or you want to help us vocally, or
I'm still here.
I see
I'm
you.
still here.
She jumped in vocally to talk about this.
You're not late, Larry.
Give us a minute, and if you hear what we're doing, if you have any ideas, we would love it if you could tell us what was going on. Okay, so Lola, start with what's happening on your end. She's on her Android.
Yes, and I try and log in, and I get in, but my mic is blocked and my camera's blocked, and it won't let me change that. I can't turn it on, and I can't do anything really except just these stuff.
Right, and to let y'all know, we've been doing this since about 5. I'm going to say 30 to be generous, and on the short side. And we've been trying this. We started the phone. We have done trying to get it on go to her settings and see if we could change things there. So
Robin's gonna ask Billy. He has an Android,
and that doesn't work either.
Yeah, and we're trying to get on the other one, not Google, but Safari is what I am calling it. Yeah, Safari, to see if it would help. She went onto Safari. She tried plugging in the number she got on StreamYard. Same thing happened. So we don't know what to do with this. And one of the reasons I really wanted her to come on visually today, she was going to show me, she's got a little project she's working on where she is trying to paint or repaint a bisque angel. And I had some ideas, and I thought if I kind of watched her do it, I could give her some tips on how to do it. And my project is turning out, I really need some shop tools to finish. I can kind of get it started and show you what I'm doing, but in order for me to really do it, I don't have access to all my tools. And it's like one of those nights, we're going to wing it. We're winging it tonight, everybody. Hashtag winging it. And what are you doing, Nancy?
Oh, I'm going to be doing a cover for this notebook.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using some coffee theme paper that I got.
She just showed me something kind of interesting. When you're working on dollhouse miniatures and scale, it's a lot harder than it looks. Scale is a tricky thing. She is pretty much the house in the 1/12 scale, and the something that she ordered, it said 1/12 scale, but it's tiny. So I want you to show what you ordered and what happened with it.
I ordered book covers where you can get. I could do this online myself, but there's over 50 books. I wasn't gonna go to every book and copy and paste, and I found this on Etsy, and it says right there, where is it? It says 1/12 scale.
It does, yeah.
And when I got it, because I don't have a color printer, so I sent it to the UPS store to print, and my husband came back with that, and the book is that big.
Yeah, that is, and that I'm looking at that book and trying to think of something that I have handy, and even that looks so much smaller.
It's only half an inch.
It is, and that would be. So I do know that Nancy Drew had like smaller pocketbook notebook. They're small ones. I don't know if they were 6 inches though. Maybe 9 inches, but 6 seems really small. Well, that's what we're today. In the meantime, back to Lola and her thing. So I don't know about y'all, but with the weather being kind of nicer, I've been out working in the yard a lot and doing stuff like that. And man, it's loving my allergies. It's just killing me. So that's don't look kind of, because I am that and then some. Okay, so Lola It's still not okay. She got here's what we are in
7.5.
Okay, yeah, so it would be 7.5. Yeah, and that would be that's 3/4 of an inch. But you're right, it looks so weird in your bookcase. Well, measure your bookcase real quick. We got 3 things. We got so much going on. So what's going on with Lola? I sent her the link. Hey, you know what, Lola? Are you there?
Yeah.
Lola, is you? Okay. I'm gonna post the link again. Get on Facebook. And
I don't have Facebook.
Huh?
I don't have Facebook.
Okay, that won't work then. So anyway, I sent her the link twice on Instagram, and it's just, and it just so she clicked on the link in Google, and what I will get is a message that says change it to Safari. So copy and paste in Safari. Well, she doesn't really use Safari, so she kind of had to download Safari. Oh my gosh! But she's been on. That is what's so crazy. She's been on before. She did like voice one time. Right on my show, I remember this. Yeah,
I did.
I know.
When I just did the Instagram open in Safari, when it didn't work, it told me to open it in Chrome. So
what? That is crazy. But it in Chrome, and the same thing happened. Same jump.
I opened mine in Chrome, and the same thing happened.
Okay, so
it won't show the mic.
Is it StreamYard being a jerk tonight? And we're just.
I think it might.
That is crazy. Because I don't know what else. Let me go back into my main.
I don't know about restarting, Denise, because I have a different of Android, and it did the same thing for me.
And I've restarted several times.
Yeah, because I do invite, copy to clipboard. Let me do this one and go back into Instagram and give her this one, which I think the other one I was like this. Because I really wanted you to do your little thing. So welcome to live. Yay. Got to have try another link to see what happens. To see if that helps any. Yeah. I'll let you work on that in a minute.
Yeah, on Charles Deering's
tell me about.
On Charles Deering live yesterday, Firefox was going crazy.
Yeah, Billy says after she clicks the StreamYard, she has to do it in. Actually, Robin's going to join us. All right, Robin.
Okay, so Billy said after she clicks the Streamline link, she has to open it in Chrome.
Okay.
It's open in Chrome.
And now mine's opening in Chrome too, and it won't let me
unmute and start cam in red, and won't let me do anything about it.
Yeah, they said they're clicking on it and it's not working. And she restarted her phone. You know that you always restart the phone.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean everybody does that. We always restart that phone. Hey, working that time.
See, look, this is Chrome, and it won't let me uncheck the camera.
So when they asked me, at the end of the broadcast, to give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, getting a thumbs down. So let me tell you a real quick story. You keep playing with that and see what happens. We'll see who else comes on.
Hold on a second. Let me check. I just did something. Let me see if it works.
So our local church had these big, humongous. You got something to work?
Oh yes, Lola.
Yes.
Click on the click on the when you get to this part here.
Are you on? She isn't on. She's not on YouTube. Are you on YouTube? Okay, say Facebook.
Okay.
YouTube, not Facebook.
Up here on the 3 dots on top of the your screen. Hit 3 dots.
Yeah.
And open in Chrome.
Oh my goodness, the 3 dots at the very top of the screen. Well, my dogs are coming to visit. It's 6:30.
My camera's on.
I'm not feeding y'all. Don't come in here. So anyway,
when you open it on the top right hand corner, the 3 dots, click on that. Then it says open in Chrome.
Is that helping? Yeah, I got more link that way.
Okay, it says the browser has blocked your mic and camera.
Yeah.
To join the broadcast, edit your browser settings to allow StreamYard to
don't
mic and camera. Then refresh the page. Okay.
Before you do that, don't hit that. On the
She said,
upper right-hand corner, hit the 3 dots.
Okay.
And it says report website refresh, opening Chrome.
What?
can you see, are you on YouTube? Can you see the screen?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I know, because see, she's trying to do this on her phone. Where's your computer? Another room. She set up this really cool thing so she could video. And I was like, oh, that is awesome. And now this is happening. Anyway, yeah.
I'm going downstairs to get my computer.
Yeah, give her a minute. So what had happened is this came off of a church that was tearing down its front to add on to kind of build like a covered area. It was covered, but they wanted to enclose it. So they tore out their stained glass to do it. And they just threw it in the dumpster. So me and some friends had some connections, and we got a lot of this glass, but it would be in these huge chunks like this, but it was all broken in pieces. I mean, you wouldn't get a lot of big pieces, but that would be gorgeous, gorgeous colors, just beautiful colors, and a lot of blue, lots of blue. So I've had more fun with this stuff. And that's kind of one of my found objects projects today. And let's see, can I use my lighting? I want to use this light to kind of glow. I don't like necessarily the whole. And I love the red. I didn't get a lot of red. There wasn't, or yellows. There was just not a whole lot. But red really does glow if we can get the lighting right. Are you just not going to work?
There you go.
This is really dense. By the way, this piece I think is just way too dense. The light's got to be sunnier. I think the white light's not helping it.
Is that stone around the glass?
No, I'll tell you in a second what that is. Oh, see, this blue is a real bluish green color. Beautiful. I think this one is green. Let me see. Yeah, so much of this kind of some aquas and these gorgeous teal greens that were in here. This is one of the really good turquoisey greens. So many gorgeous colors. Yeah, and they stood in the dumpster. And then, because that wasn't bad enough, they threw a riser on top of it and just totally destroyed the windows. Well, so we're just, being the little hoarder scroungers that we are.
How old are those windows?
Oh my gosh. From the time period, this is kind of mid-century. So 50s to 60s kind of time period is when they probably built it, and, these windows. So what I had done is, and this was actually gray of all colors, but I had taken white, some copper that my brother had. My brother got more fun stuff, dug through some of his fun stuff. And I've been making these things, and I hang them in my trees in the winter. Now, the reason I do it in the winter, when all the leaves are gone, I do it for two reasons. One is adorable, because the trees do block a lot of the light. And the other reason is because the trees don't grow in the winter. But if you hang these in the spring and summer, the limbs grow, and then you start to embed into the hooks will embed. Oh, is she back? All right, well, embed into the limbs. So this one, so how they make this is they lay out this gravel. I don't know if you can see this like grit that they have. So they put the glass down. I had to learn all about this after the fact. So they put smooth side down, right? Yeah, smooth side down. And then this side is really chipped up. And you can get cut playing with this stuff. I got my gloves handy, but I'm not going to use a lot of it. And all that cut work's what really makes the lights gorgeous coming through here. But they put down this gravelly stuff, and then this is resin. So this is a resin product, like a concretey stuff. And if you try to cut it, which I've tried to do, boy, sparks fly. I don't know what else in it, but sparks went flying when I tried to cut it. But you can cut it. You can also score it and break it. But obviously it breaks easily because I have all these little weird pieces. So what I had done, and this is actually off a different window. This one's off. They had pillars that were lighted, and they were beautiful. So this came off I only have a couple of pieces from it, but this little green, all different colors, not the same colors that were in the stained glass. In this one, there were more lilacs and pinks and light greens, which was so weird. It's like, who came up with this design? That does not go together. But it looked beautifully when it was lit up.
It was probably left over from another project.
Probably. But if you look, no, because the same church now, like here are the pillars, and this is the stuff that was on top, actually on the church. So the pillars were kind of out front because there was a awning, to get to walk under. And so this was actually part of the church. Now the church still has windows like this. These are just the ones that were on the front. And it just, I said, somebody, anyway, I've sold a lot of it. I'm just saying people would buy it. So what I did is I drilled a hole in it. I had all my copper. I should start with this. So I got my copper and I just took a dowel, like a 1-inch dowel, and I wrapped it. And this is where you kind of need the big tools because I had to have my vise to hold the dowel so I could wrap it. And I actually used a metal dowel to do this and some pliers, and it was hard work. And then I took I don't know if I did. I think my husband did this part. I don't like working with the Dremel. I don't like sparks flying. I'm just weird because I have long hair. My hair caught on fire one time when I was a kid. Actually, my hair's been on fire twice in my life, but once was from fireworks. Yeah. So anyway, took a Dremel and he cut them all, and this is how you make jump rings. Anyway, so he made me some jump rings, or maybe somewhere. And so what I need to do now is thread them through. Now here's the thing you got to do. You got to tape up your tools and your vice grip because you will scratch the mess out of this copper because it's very soft. Now, if you were selling them, that's something you would want to do. This would really be a benefit to have a vice grip right now because, see, I'm so weak. I can't even do that. I'm like, so my plan, best laid plans of mice and men here and anything to do with technology. So it's a pretty simple fix. So I just run them through here. And then copper, if it is not, oh my gosh, I forgot the word. Hang on. Shoot. What is it called? Okay, guys who know anything what I'm talking about, who do any kind of welding, you have to put the heat on it to make it where it stays. It won't bend. It gets that memory. And what happened? Your life.
I don't know.
Anything?
No. Nothing.
Nothing. This isn't
it
right.
looked like I was getting somewhere, but I was wrong.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. We're gonna figure this out for next time because this is like getting our stress level. Probably can't take any more technology failures today. Hey, wait a second. What did he say, Tim? Thank you. Thank you. So Henry Scrolls works.
That's Larry.
No, let's Larry. He said, hey Lou. By the way, we need to say hi to people. He said the word temperate. Thank you so much. So yes, I'm not worried about these pieces. They're not fancy, but yes, you need to temper them. If you really care. So it's a thing. Now, what I did, and I thought I had them all handy, was so what we did next. This is an older one. Don't look at my soldering. I was new at this, but we soldered our ring just because you did that. So I did solder the ring of the copper and got solder everywhere and everything's turning green. But I've had these for many years and I love these. This one looks like a boot or a weird kind of fancy Texas thing. I don't know. So I like to hang these in my pear tree. But we pruned the mess out of the pear tree. So I had to get them all down for that. But these are so much fun because the light glints through them and I really love them. So I know that's really hard, and there's a name for this glass, and I have to look it up because I forgot what it's called. Levi wants to do something fun tonight. Look at what this glass is called. But this is a glass, and there's a name like, I don't know. But if you can find a fancy name, but it's very thick. I think I just looked up, it's like typically a 1/2 inch thick. If you look right there, if not bigger. So sometimes 3/4 of an inch big. That's pretty thick glass. So this is not your regular stained glass as far as the little thin sheets. And they're heavy, heavy, heavy. And I was like, how am I going to sell these? So I came up with the price per pound. But let me tell you, a piece like this, that's like, yeah, that's supposed to have a pound right there. That's some heaviness.
Here's a stained glass piece I did about 12 years ago.
I love that. It's gorgeous. So do you still have pieces of stained glass left?
When I moved down here, about 3 years after I moved down here, I hadn't touched it, so I gave it away.
Yeah.
And now I'm hitting myself for giving it away.
I know. It's awesome. Lola, you still with us here? Yeah, she's still here. So,
Yeah, I'm here.
are you going to still struggle, try to get on? You going to just play around with it and see what happens? Hey, we'll know when we see you pop up.
Well, I don't know what else more I can do at this point.
I don't either. It's got to be a problem with on their end. So these got a little dusty. So what I had done back when I have a lot of just loose glass too. And so I've done a lot with my loose glass. And one of the things, I wish I could get it where it was backlit. No, I have a light on.
That is pretty.
I know. They're really beautiful and they really glisten in the sun. This one's a really dark blue though, we'll tell you. This one's not cobalt, it's just blue. It's like navy blue. So I just had some fun with wire and I just kind of wrapped it all around it. Y'all see, oh, there it is. You can kind of see through it because I'm wearing white. Oh my gosh, wear something white. There you go. Hang on. That's blue. I'm not wearing white. I got to bounce back. Was that going to help any? A little bit, maybe some. No.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
A little bit, yeah. So you can see it's kind of a gray blue. Yeah, like a denim.
Somebody threw all that away.
I know. I was mad when I found out because look. So what happened? We went to kind of like clean it out and try to get as much as we could, and it was starting to rain, and we sat out there in the rain and did it anyway. And then we got that year. That was in this area. We got a flood. I'm like, hand of God did not want us to have any more of that glass. And so my son, this person, I'm sorry, I'm talking to everybody I know, but my husband had like a trailer. This stuff was so heavy that we got it, had to put it on a trailer and like flatten it all out because it was so heavy. And we had like the weight up in the front, but then kind of had to taper it down. You can just put a pile. It was so heavy. Like I said, this right here is probably half a pound. So I went a little fun and just wrapped some glass wire around it. So I'm going to have some fun with that. I think I have glass.
Jerry Brown said he got some stained glass 12-inch sheets from Hobby Lobby, but he used them as box tops and stuff.
So what I was thinking is, why couldn't you? So here's the ones without the holes drilled in them, and so I need to drill holes, and I just use a regular drill bit. This stuff is pretty easy to work with. It was just when I did the saw, I was hitting something that was kicking up some sparks. I didn't like the sparks, and I'm just not a sparky
I wouldn't
person.
like sparks too.
Yeah, and it would scare me. I scared. Yeah. And these have been a lot of fun, and everybody's kind of done their own thing. The bigger pieces, I will tell you what I've done with them. I have surrounded my pear tree. I have a whole bunch of pieces under my pear tree, but I did this like 10 years ago, and I've had this glass a long time. And so the glass in the meantime has kind of grown, like some, dirt's under there. Now things are growing in my glass. So this year pretty much need to get in there and do some cleaning. But yeah, I did tape up my teeth. Oh, I can't bend it, y'all. It's copper. Come on. I'm not that strong. And not helping. And so that's what a vise is for. And I close that up with a vise and then solder it. So since I can't do that, I had to go plan B, gotta be plan B. And my plan B is my box of wonders. This is my hoard of copper. I have a lot more copper than this.
Wow.
I have a lot of copper.
I don't have it.
5 cents on it. All right, so let me tell you about my ice cream. Get loud, y'all. This right here is actually copper wrap for wiring, and I forgot what phone, if it's a telephone cord or some kind of, one of you guys is going to know the answer to this. This is the coating for wires before they put the rubber part on. So this one, you can see it right here where it's wrapped around. Okay, I've had more fun with this stuff. I've had more fun with this stuff. Just making things.
Are you going to abandon buildings?
It's like my leftover. I know. This is, but yeah, if I had some stained glass pieces like that, and I had stained glass. That's the sad part. I had some, I got rid of it. Yeah, kind of same way. But this is a piece that came off of another one. I don't know why this is straight, but that's weird. And I found it out in the yard. I found it in the flower bed area, and I said, I better get this in the house for lawnmower hits it. And then I have just different size wires. But this is some wire that my brother had that came out of another wires. So he has a business where they scrap all this kind of stuff. So that was fun. So y'all need to check out Mr. Hooper's scroll saw patterns. If you scroll sawing, they probably can be used in pornography patterns. Oh yeah, yeah. I bet they can. Let's see. Jerry Brown says I've had videos on making picture frames. Wow, good job. And it's like Lola is in the chat now. Okay, so I have these, but then I did say pieces. But a lot of those people were when they were coming over to my house and digging through the glass. I said, putting your gloves. It's very dangerous. I'm not responsible for you if you get injured. They would just take them, and I'll see if I can set it. And just, like I said, I have these weird colors. You would just set it in your windowsill.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can get out of your way. And they look so cool just sitting in the windowsill because that light would be coming through. But you definitely want to be in a window that gets sunlight. But
When I lived with my parents, I had this in the window.
But I have some interesting colors.
The windows in my house now don't get much light.
Mm-hmm. This is back to that denim green. I had a little bit we call purple. This one's kind of leaning towards a purple. And I had this really sad olive green that's okay. It's okay. But it's like, you put it on the tree, it's like, well, it's just green. Trees used to be green. But the blues, I love it. And there's a lot of blue. So what I did with my blues, and this I think is one of my favorite colors right here. I put a lot of my blue glass into my fire pit because I have so much blue glass. And it kind of kicks up because of this texture right here. And I set it around the edge of my fire pit. Fire ring, and when you have the fire going at night, you can see the color. It like kicks up the color, and it's weird. It's just it didn't work. It worked, but you have to have a pretty good bright. You have to have that kind of fire that is burning. You can't have like I don't know. And I think about it. I don't remember what it looks like if it's smoldering. That kind of cold smolder. It may look good then too. But it does. It looks really good with fire. Here's another really blue one. So some of the pieces you can tell where they were molded because of their shape.
Hi, Glenda.
Well, hey, Glenda. So anyway, I have all these like random pieces, and I just love it because I tell my brother, "Okay, I'm coming over. I'm going to come dig through your stuff." So we're talking about doing they found objects thing. I know just where to find stuff. It's like my brother's. He's always got fun stuff. Oh no, I forgot this. Hang on, tools. Where did I put my tools? Just had it. I just had my needle nose pliers right here under all this. And then I tried to cut something with them and then I lost them. Yeah. So this is fun to work with because it's soft. I found the cutters, but not the pliers.
I was thinking of making like a shadow box. I was thinking about making a shadow box with the stained glass and put light behind it.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Well, that's a good idea. Where I have put my needle nose after all that?
Because right now it's sitting on the shelf doing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I love some stained glass. I have some vintage stained glass in my house. Like when you drive up to my house, you can see these roses. I really wish they were hanging better, but we need to do some work on that window, and so they never got done. They never got hung. Okay, that's great. I totally.
Hi, Tracy.
I don't even know where to look for them. All I have are my cutting ones. Oh, I really want to do some cute designs. But you just take your needle nut. Wow, I'm not ready to scrap this idea because I can't. Not another thing can go wrong today. I'm just saying. I've reached my.
I had glass cutters and some other tools, and in the move from my parents' house to my new place.
Yeah.
I lost a bunch of stuff. I'm not sure where it went.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
Seriously.
Because when I moved from Tallahassee back to Homestead, I lost a lot of stuff too in that trip. So I'm not sure how that happens.
I don't know.
So it was like, okay.
And you moved yourself?
Yeah.
That is bad.
It is.
My sister had come to visit, and she put all of her shoes like in a bag, garbage bag, Just
no.
Easier. Oh yeah. My dad threw them away. All the shoes, all the kids' shoes, all the shoes. Just oh well, that'll be convenient. Just throw them in a big garbage bag. Yep. My dad took them to the trash. Well, that is not looking cute like I want it to, because this really had some those players right here. Oh, found them. See, you start crying and whining and saying bad words.
It was hard on me because I was moving from a 3-bedroom house in a 12 by 24 barn to 2 bedrooms in my parents' house.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So
I did that once. I did. I moved back home for a little while, went back to college and stuff. And yeah, I know. I had a storage thing full of my furniture. Oh, that was a pain. If I had done it all over again, no, I wouldn't have brought any of that stuff with me. Do over once you get out of college, because then you got to move it again. Nothing was. I guess back when I was graduating, you just didn't find a lot of stuff. We didn't have all the thrift stores. We didn't have all the places to buy used furniture, so you use whatever somebody handed you down. It just wasn't as common here where I live. So it wasn't going to be convenient to find furniture. Couldn't afford it. So anyway, I like to make curly cues to start off. I'll put my glass down. Whoa. So I broke my phone camera again. It just went, hey, are you still on? Are you still on here?
Well, I'm still here.
She's still here. Yeah. I'm talking. I'll put you back up there.
We can hear her.
You're still there. You jump on in anytime. We can hear you.
I'm on, honey.
Now, this is our definition of technology. We just have her on the phone. That'll work. But getting back to how she set up her camera, that was a good story. We need to save that for another show because we're going to make that work because that's pretty creative. I'm going to give you a big points for that.
Okay.
I like that one. Anyway, necessity is the mother of invention. Is that the expression? All right. Hey, so what's going on here? So Polly wants a cry. Joe Brown says, Henry's girl saw work. So, if I are pretty bad, I did make an amazing jig for getting a perfect 45-degree on a router. I made most of the big frames. Oh, cool. And so, hi, D Nice from Dances. Also, hi, Harry, stacks of lovely American friends I have. Aw, that's so cute. Love it. And so, yeah. So my, it always looks so good when you first do them, but it doesn't take long for them to tarnish and turn into that. Just turn brown. Oh, and I do make hooks. Oh, I'm making the cutest little hooks. In fact, that's what I need to make, some hooks. But I'll kind of start out with something that I think is going to hold it, and then I have to come back and reinforce it with a little wire. It doesn't always hold it. Yeah, and if I could, the word temper it, I could actually make this work, but I don't have a full thing to forge it and to temper it. Not that good, guys. I'm gonna make a loop. Boy, my hands gonna be feeling this tonight.
Some grocery shopping, so you're gonna hear some moving.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Now, this is where the vise comes in really handy, because a lot of times I will put it in the vise now and kind of squeeze it and not break the glass. But it's like popping a balloon. Play with the balloons.
Your poor hands.
I know, they're going to hurt. Yeah, like I said, this isn't how I normally do it. I kind of set it up this way, and then the vise kind of helps me a lot. A lot. I'm kind of like helpless. I'm like, what do I do now? Because I would squeeze that with the vise right there. So that's doing okay. Yeah, because see, my pliers aren't going to reach that far. So pretty much everything I've tried to do today, something's gone kind of wrong. Right? Now I think about it, a lot of stuff I've been doing lately, you've been doing that too.
My Amazon order started trickling down today.
Yeah?
I got
yeah.
I got this amazing mold putty.
Okay.
To make my own
molds. For mold making?
Then you could put like hot glue or resin inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
I've never used it before, so it'll be interesting to see how it comes out.
So I wish this would just hold, but it tends to not. It just, I don't know why. I mean, that just seems like that seems really secure though. Maybe because of the shape of it. It's because it tapers. Oh, this may actually hold. I may not have to do anything fancy.
And look at this awesome ruler.
I like that awesome ruler.
And it has all the dimensions all
Meters and stuff. Yeah.
it has the meters on one side and the other one, and it has the 16th of an inch also marked off.
Oh,
With the actual
nice.
numbers, so you don't have to count it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. That is
And it's
great.
metal, so I can use it with my blade.
No, I don't have anything like that. That's for sure.
I can use it with my blade.
Anyway, I'm using my needle nose that don't have tape on them, and they're scratching up my wire. I'm gonna try bending it a little bit weird. I tightened it up a little bit. Yeah, because you want it to be like overly bent so that it will come back and press against it.
Lou says she used to film on her iPad normally, but sometimes I use my phone and it wouldn't save her video. It kept saying my device was full and literally have deleted almost every app. Part one.
Yeah, I've got way too much on my phone right now. I know. I really got to clean up my phone. Oh, I still haven't had small pieces of this. Why do we have big pieces? What's going on? I had a little piece.
Oh, the good thing about this ruler is 18 inches long.
Yeah?
Yeah, because the one I have is 12 inches, and sometimes it's hard to get long pieces on straight because I only have 12 inches for cutting. So that's another plus for that ruler.
I saw somebody on the one of our Facebook groups for the miniatures who got the cutters, what are those cutters called? Sorry about the people in the thing. I haven't said hi to everybody, but hi, everybody. Hey, Denise. Denise wanted to join us, but she's not feeling it. Not tonight. Just like me. Liz, hey, honey. Thank you for joining us. Of course, we got Glenda, got Robin. We've got Henry Scrollsaw, which is
Larry.
Huh?
Henry Scrollsaw's Larry.
Larry, yeah, it's another Larry. And then we have, did I see Herb on here? So that we have, did I see him? Henry Scrollsaw. We had somebody, we had Jerry Brown. And we got, I've got Lou. And Lola, of course. And we got Deborah, Robin, and Tracy. Hey, Tracy. Tracy's here. And then we got, what's Tracy doing? Tracy says, hi, Glenda from Australia. Tracy's in Australia too. Jelly. Let's see. Beautiful country up there.
Hello, Liz.
Yeah, good deal. I miss anybody? If I miss you, let me know. Say hey again so I can catch you. So I'm making my little fancy curly.
I think Mac was here at the beginning.
Oh yeah, that's right. My Dances with Wolves. Is he not? Did he leave us?
He hasn't. He's probably lurking.
He's lurking and working. I know that.
Either that or he's getting ready for bed.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I have been trying to go to bed earlier, but like last night, something to help me sleep, and I'm paying for it now. I'm still asleep technically.
UK is 6 hours ahead of us. Is it?
It's very sore. Oh yeah, yes, PT. She's very sore from PT yesterday. Ugh, and my daughter is. Oh, I'm sorry.
There he is.
I got a head cold. Is so many allergies. Say Mike. Yeah. So she said, yeah, so she's elevating her knee and icing it. I just went through knee problems. I don't think the human body is meant to do squats, just saying. Not a natural position to do squats, stand up, do squat, and I tore my knees, both of them. It was terrible. That was with a teacher. I mean, I was in a class with a instructor, and I kept saying, my knees are really hurting. Oh, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. She still made me do them. I'm telling you, I'm so sick. But it was terrible. And laying in bed. Yeah, so that will hang. It's not very straight. Don't look at that part. Don't look at that part. I'm doing the best I can, people. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm a little worried because that's going to happen. But it'll hang straight if I do that. Kind of cool.
That's pretty.
That's century cool now. Come on. This is fun stuff. hoping that will
You need to
stay.
stop showing all that cool
If
stuff.
it doesn't stay, I wish I knew a way I could temper it with the glass on it, though. That's the trick. No, that was a screwdriver. Don't worry.
I have enough crafts to worry about. I don't need to add more.
So many scratches. So many scratches. Yeah, so I had an open house and I sold a bunch of these. Oh my gosh. So many of these. But they were like, yeah, not for the work I put into them. I just said that. A lot of work. A lot of material too.
Yeah, people don't understand just because the materials cost $2 doesn't mean it costs $2 to sell.
You see how I struggle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because like when I'm working on this little notebook cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the notebook is $1.25 because Dollar Tree went up. And
Okay.
you got the scrapbook paper. You have the chipboard.
Mm-hmm.
You got the glue.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the time that the person actually puts into it.
Yes. Well, getting back to your books, if you can always just tell them to increase the size a percentage, like 10%. But I know what you mean. It's just a guess at that point to get those books.
I sent the girl a message to ask her if she's had to enlarge this image to see if it actually looks nice when you enlarge it. Because sometimes when you enlarge something so small,
it's grainy. Exactly.
It gets grainy, and I didn't want that.
I don't know if 10% would make a big difference, but you're absolutely right about that. It will look great. What her pixels were. I mean, she was doing 300 DPI or whatever that fancy terms are.
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
When I saw them, I was like, oh my goodness.
What happened?
No. If I do make these, what can I make with these itty bitty things?
No, we got to make a little bitty thing, and then
I can make some earrings. Look.
Yeah, you could. Whoa, that'd be cute.
There'll be itty bitty. Look. String of 2 or 3 books from some jump rings.
So I just love how these make their own little weird pieces of art. It's just, to me, it just screams like mid-century art, very mod art, But these look really cool hanging in the tree. This one's seriously heavy. So I just go, I make my little ring, and I just adjust it when I get up. You really can't find, Another trick I use on these is zip ties, because they're so much easier to cut off. I don't think they embed in the tree as easily. Because you can make it looser, and then they don't catch. Wait, did I do the right one? No, that was supposed to be soldered. That was my bad. It was a soldered one. What? Not soldered ones. Ooh. So even the ones that have lost their glass, I kind of get a kick out of it. I think these are fun. Artsy. They're kind of artsy fun. So I've got a bat.
I don't remember hearing. What did you put on the outside there? What is that made out of?
This is resin.
Oh, okay.
They use like a grit first, and that's that texture you see, and that's so that it won't stick. The resin won't stick to the surface, but it's also part of the design. Kind of interesting. And the glass is like Baroque glass or something. You know what I mean? It's got a fancy name like that. And here's another one. Here's a hook. But I think I prefer using the zip ties, keeping them a little bit loose so that they won't grow into the tree. Which I did. And I had 3 things. 3 things had grown into the tree this year because I forgot about them. I mean, that's already happened. That's how fast these limbs start to grow. You know how nature is. That's silly nature doing that thing it does.
When my grandmother's buried, someone put a teddy bear in a tree. And it seems like it's been there for years because the tree has grown around the teddy bear.
What? There is a bicycle and a car. I love those pictures. I look for those. I do like the search for all that stuff do it, people. Go on the internet and search things that the trees have grown around. And the cars and the bicycle that's up in a tree. And there's a story that was written. I used to read to my kids all the time about tree, and it's by the guy who did he did a series. I can't think of the series, cartoon series. Anyway, yeah, wow. Not Far Side, but something like that. A really popular guy like that.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote this book about the Red Ranger Came Calling. It's the name of the book. Good book. Good book for kids. Pretty funny. Anyway, so it made me send the curlies. I don't know. We have food, but I wonder if we're eating out tonight. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening after this. I don't know if I don't smell anything cooking. I'm just saying. You know, they're talking to the dogs. They're like, yeah,
We had chicken wings today.
Yeah. Well, normally we eat like a pretty big lunch and kind of have a light dinner, but we've been kind of busy today. We didn't really eat anything. I didn't eat anything. At least I didn't eat anything. So I was a tree surgeon. The weirdest thing I ever found inside the trunk of a tree, completely enclosed, was a porcelain doll's head. Wow.
What?
I'm scary. Oh my gosh. Those porcelain dolls are scary. We all know that, don't we?
At least it wasn't a real head.
Yeah, that's been found. Just saying. Yeah, there was that body, and I was like, and I think the person was dead. I really do. I don't think they fell into that tree that way and got stuck. But yeah, they found the body of a person inside of a tree. Like,
Wow.
yeah, kind of like shoved down, like straight up and down in the tree. Yeah, I would hate to be a tree person and find that. That
Oh
would.
my goodness. That'll be the last time I work on a tree.
Yeah, I hate cutting trees, like, you know, when you're doing like something in your yard. Of course, we get storms and stuff. You got to cut those trees down when you can.
Oh my goodness, Larry.
Tree in the spring, and little baby squirrels are all in there. It's sad.
Larry's been having some health issues there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So I was 13. I had 6 upper left. Oh, what? No. Wow, dude, that's horrible. And then Lola says, "That's awesome career. Save trees. Prop my. I give you some trees. I have some trees that need some love. My husband pruned our. We don't like to commit crepe murder here. You know what crepe murder is?
No.
Oh, please tell us, Larry. Do you commit crepe murder, or do you just trim back some of the lower limbs and let the top limbs just do their thing? Now they do look good. It's where people like chop them off to the like every year, and then they sprout out. They're really full, and they do look good. But people call it crepe murder. And this is the worst curly Q I've made so far. I'm just saying, I can't be perfect all the time. But we did have a tree person come in and say, if it needs it, it needs it. You know, it's just, it needs some help. Our trees needed help. And they did. They did some crepe murder on it. Yeah, I love this piece. This piece is just so weird. Look at that.
Oh, that's
of course,
cool.
you know, when you put them on the hook, they do kind of swing around and they're kind of fun. I don't like this hook, though.
They look on a bright sunny day.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, and in the winter, you have the low sun, and that sun is just on them all the time. Plus, you'll have the shade of the leaves and things like that.
Mike said I turned down lots of work falling trees because I didn't like doing that for the sake of it.
Well, I hate cutting down a tree. I do. I feel it. And we had to cut Big Sue's down. She was so big. We had so many big pine trees around our barn, and we were losing limbs. But Big Sue's had a split. She was like this, you know. So she had a trunk, but then she went, and she's a pine tree.
You name your trees?
Well, she had nowhere to fall. That was the good news. If she fell, she was only going to maybe take out some other trees or whatever. So she really had nothing to damage when she came down, if she split. But we just got to the point, well, we're getting a new roof. And I said, I'm not taking chances anymore. I mean, she still loses limbs. So we just got her.
You name your trees?
Yeah. Oh, she's gigantic. She's like a lobster. They're massive. And so she was huge. Well, she was the size of 2 trees. I think she was 2 trees that grew by each other. I mean, she was so big. But she's really cool because she's right outside my studio, you know, and house. looking out the window, and literally, like, you could hear every dish rattle in the house. It was just.
My parents last year had to take down a couple pine trees because with the the hurricanes coming through here, and the trees were right next to the house. So either way they fell, they would either fall on our house or our neighbor's house.
Well, that's the thing. That's what they do. They find the nearest house, and that's the way they go.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, over the years, we have lost other trees. Not pine. We've not, knock on wood. We have not had a pine tree fall on anything, but we have had sweet gum trees, which I really don't like anyway because they're out to kill you as it is with those little sweet gum balls. And they're out to kill, and they're just like watching you, and they're like, they're gonna fall, they're gonna trip on this one, they're gonna slide. I literally rolled down the hill skated down the hill on sweet gum balls one time, green ones that tree came down. We're just saying. No, we needed to have it cut down, and it was hit by lightning. And we contacted the guy, never came, and we were on vacation. And we got our thing went off, our alarm went off, and so we watched our video to see what was going on, and you could see the house shake in the video. I mean, it was so bad. Yeah, it hit our house. It hit another tree, and both of them hit our house while we were gone.
Lou says we have to cut a tree soon in a few years. Had it trimmed, and they said in a few years the tree would be dead. It's a dying tree. If the tree wouldn't have fell over, we trimmed it. It would have killed me.
Yeah. Yeah, they're bad. They're bad. So, but we did take down, when we did our roof, we did take down a bunch of pine trees because it was just like, we're not paying all this money for a metal roof and then have tree limbs fall on it. So, because they were falling on the other ones all the time, and we just got tired of it. But the ones that we cut down all had issues. Other than they were losing dropping limbs, they had other trees growing around them and had grown into them. And so that makes them weaker and more likely to fall. But we have a lot of trees, and not anymore because we've cut many down. But we've had a lot of issues. Lots of lightning. We had one tree, and I was really kind of mad about what the tree trimmer did. And I said, it's going to be buggy. Oh, they hit the tree. Oh, so the tree trimmers came. I'm sorry, really loud there. Sorry about that. Oh, so the tree trimmers came, and they hit a tree, a very good, healthy tree. They bumped into it, and scraped it really bad. And I said, they need to do something with that tree. They might as well just go ahead and cut it down. It's going to die. And no, it's going to be fine. And they spray painted it black. They put the black stuff on it, whatever it is. Oh, it died, honey. It died. And big time. And I said, you need to come cut this tree down that you killed. Yeah, go with that, right?
Glenda says gum trees are Aussie trees.
They're what trees?
Aussie trees from Australia.
Are they really? Are they just what? And then they just bring their little problems over. No, there's a different gum. You have gum trees. We have what we call them, sweet gum. What else would we call them? And they have these little balls, but there's gum trees like maybe a different tree, but they have beautiful leaves. They do change colors. They're gorgeous. They're a hardwood, and they look beautiful somewhere else. You just don't want them in your yard. You live on a hill. So between the one that fell on our driveway, always dropping the balls on our, so you could bust your booty on that, and the one that was on the hill, so you always bust your booty trying to walk down the hill. Yeah, sorry, had to go. You're trying to kill us. We know you are. You're laughing at us because we bust our booty every time we try. It's like, don't go near those trees. They will get you. Kind of reminds me of the trees from the Wizard of Oz. They're throwing apples at you. They literally would throw those things at you when you went by. Evil trees. We showed them, though. We come down. Yeah, we had one by the pond we cut down. But it died. The top died on it. So we're like, yeah, might as well go ahead and do it.
You have a pond on your property? You have a pond on your property?
I do. I have my little pond. My poor little turtle.
I love that.
I always feed my turtles in the spring, and I haven't been feeding them because I kind of forget. but and they know because they're hanging out going, it's spring, we're supposed to be fed. I don't know.
That's my dream, to get a piece of property with a small pond on
I
it.
think I have to live on water. I think it's part of my mental, thing. You know what I just did? I just hooked one. I already had a hook on it. I said, this one looks really familiar. I think I am required by law or nature to live on water. I think and I'm not an Aquarius, I'm a Taurus, so I don't even know where that comes from. I grew up on a pond all my life, had ponds. Now I grew up on a pond, but when we moved, my neighbor's pond was in view, but we had a pond too. But played on ponds my whole life. Can't give up my ponds. And we had the lake house too, because I wasn't big enough. I had to get a lake house. Little bit like big lake. So we're doing this. Much better, Jerry. You did it. Now these are going to look really great next fall when I hang them up. I need to hang some. I'm going to hang up some for a picture because, but I'm going to take them down because they're dangerous. They're dangerous to my trees. These are heavy. Like I said, you got to put them on a pretty good limb. Kind of why the pear tree was better than the crepe myrtle. I like them in the crepe myrtle, but they, like I said, they're heavy.
Tracy says our gum trees are evergreen and they can drop big leaves for no reason.
Oh yeah. Yeah, these have like pretty, almost like a maple leaf. I mean, really kind of the shape, not as ornate. I'm going to say it's more simplified, but it's five leaves, right? 5 points to it. But you know how maple leaves have all the little, they're just like, plain. And their sweet gum balls are so much fun. Do I have any around? Do anything? Nope. No. Anyway, and they're green. They drop them while they're green, which is horrible because that's when they're really deadly. Because when they like turn brown and they fall, then you step on them and they'll break. No, those green ones take you out, man. They will twist I promise you, we have twisted many an ankle on a green sweet. And you can't necessarily see them because if the grass is growing, they'll be in the grass. Oh my gosh, they're so sneaky.
Which color should I use for the closure? The burgundy or the light pink?
I'm kind of digging the contrasty. I like the burgundy.
I was in burgundy too.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they got to go. Now we still have some. They're just not in dangerous areas. We got plenty, please. We have plenty. Lots of them. And we have like proper. Another thing, I don't know if y'all have this problem. Usually if it's in your yard, but if you have a bigger yard, you kind of let some of these things kind of go because you'll forget about them. But when a tree dies or you've cut down a tree and you get the holes, the massive holes that go down to hell. And because, it's the whole rotted part of the tree that's in the ground will just, eat away. And you guys do massive holes. Oh, yeah, step right in them. Yeah, I love that. So I was over at a friend's house. We were walking around her woods. And she was like, watch the hole. Watch out. Because she knew where they all were. I'm like, if they're on the trail, woman, get out here with some dirt and fill them. You're going to break your old ankles. Yeah, it's deadly. Trees out to get us. Show you cutting me down in the end. But we had a lightning strike a pine tree, and it went underground, and I don't know how it did this, but somehow managed to get the charge hit a like a grounding wire or something, and it browned out our entire barn, my studio, the workshop, the kids' playroom.
Thank you, Robin.
So much, like $2,000 worth of damage or whatever it was. And guess how much our copay was? $2,000.
Oh my!
So I was like, forget it. Yeah, there's no point. But yeah, it took out a TV, took out a computer, part of a computer, like the screen, I don't know, some part of the computer. Little weird stuff we found later. I think we had like a charger plugged in to charge it, charge a drill or something, and it didn't work anymore. Yeah, it got us good. It did. So yeah, there's that. I never think to go run around and unplug everything when it storms.
My sewing machine, when I was living with my parents, I had it in a shed out back that my dad insulated and air conditioned for me.
Yeah.
And I used to leave all my stuff connected and just no big deal. And one day lightning struck and it shorted out everything in my little room.
There you see. Yeah.
And my sewing machine was gone.
Yep.
I mean, I never know.
I'm the worst because about going around unplugging stuff. I don't know. I don't think about it. Because most of our bad storms are in the middle of the night around here.
When you're sleeping.
Yeah. I'm not going to get out in that rain and unplug it. No, that's why, if you have a workshop, you should unplug your stuff.
Yeah.
I have like surge protectors and all. Oh, yeah, blew right past the surge. That's why
yeah. I had that too.
It was the surge protector did it, but it was so bad that it just like, no, didn't work. We lost it. It's like it blew it out, but then it tried to come back on. And there's a theory behind. I don't know. I don't know how electricity works, and that's what killed it in the end. Telling you, can't have anything. Mother Nature. It's Mother Nature trying to get me.
I was sad because they had to replace the computers on the inside of it.
Yeah.
It cost me $180.
And what kind of that was a good sewing machine that does like the embroidery?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Gotta be the good one.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be the good stuff. I feel kind of bad for my husband right now. I don't think he has a clue what to do. You can grill something. I'll eat cold meat. I don't want you to sit there and be hungry. He's probably not hungry. If he's hungry, he'd eat, right? Right? His light today was fine from Easter. Oh, okay. Yeah. I just sent you a picture of a tree stump that I haven't decided what to do with yet. So we had this big, nice, cool tree stump for a long time. I just put like potted plants on it. Anything I put in a pot pretty much killed. So that wasn't working really well. And then finally, one day I came home and my husband was out there drilling holes in it because he was going to use that root rot stuff to get rid of it. I went, So why don't you just have the... So then I had to watch a thing die forever. It was huge. I said, this house is the house was built in '69, but before that it was a farm. I
was born in '69.
It was all in my house. So
sorry about that.
Yeah, and before that was a farm. I mean, like a cattle farm kind of thing, and so this was just like here. They just kind of built around it, the area. So I think she was to break some glass, mash it. So that. So I think a lot of the trees had been here before. I mean, they weren't as old as they were older than the house. And she just kind of built around them.
Gotcha.
So that was a big old swing tree, and we had the big loblolly pines everywhere. But over time, yeah, those are the first ones that catch it with the electrical. I was sitting on the downstairs porch, and a tree on our pond got hit, and that's like maybe 100 feet away from where I was sitting, and you could feel it. I could feel the charge in the air, like it hit me. You know what I mean? It was just like because I don't know if because it was on the water, if that just kind of made the charge even worse. But yeah, kill that tree. There's another one. At least we felled it. It just was dropped in the pond, and then pulled it back out with the tractor. That was easy. We didn't even have to hire somebody for that one. Yeah, your book, very nice. It is, and she did the cutest job. She does a very neat job. I'm just not a neat person. Oh Lordy, there's some of these pictures of these that people are posting on those pages to on Facebook about their doll houses, and they look like real houses. I'm like, I can't do. Well, I can if I just sit down and take my time. Too rushy. Like this. Do you see how bad my curve is? That's horrible. Took the time. That wouldn't happen. Yay. Oh,
I changed
I
the.
thought you were going to come back on.
Did you see that I changed the flooring in my little bedroom?
I saw the carpet. Did you change it again? From the carpet?
Yes.
Okay.
I found some adhesive tile at Dollar Tree.
No.
That if you do the 112 scale, the tiles would be 1 foot by 2 feet.
Right. Okay.
So I put it there and it looks so much better.
I'll have to go look at that. Oh my God.
I liked the carpet.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like having to cut it.
I didn't like the door. Yeah, the door was kind of a problem.
Yeah, that was not my cup of tea.
It was a little bit awkward. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
No, we had a house. One of my houses where opened onto carpet like that. Opened in, so it opened because that's what doors do. But it opened onto the carpet. It was a pain in the booty because it was. Oh yeah, and it just caught everything, caught all the dirt too. That would have been a great idea for that house. To not have the carpet there. To have had something. I can't do it.
Can't do what?
I cannot do this. I can't close this one because my hands are too weak and wimpy.
I was trying to tie this into a bow and I couldn't.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! So this one I've had a long.
I can't do anymore.
My wire's a little bit thinner. That's so sad looking.
Look what I found at Dollar Tree yesterday. This fabric.
That's one of my favorites, by the way. That's the one I have the picture of. Huh?
I got this fabric yesterday.
No way! That is so funny.
I'm gonna make my son a mask with that.
I love it. He always gonna love that. That is adorable. Okay, you're done. And what's wrong with you? Oh, you need a hook. He needs a hook. Those are pretty. Those are two different shades of blue. No, they're about the same, actually. What time is it getting to be? 7:30.
It's 8:36.
Yep. Wait, what did I need on those? I just had them in my hands.
Oh, I redid my Lazy Susan.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, you did. Show us.
I had bought a second Lazy Susan a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know what to do with them. So I took the mechanism off of one and then put it on top of the other. So now it's
very neat.
Solid. And I didn't realize that because I used the new Lazy Susan at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that the old Lazy Susan was losing its I don't know how you call it. I guess it needed some oiling or something.
Yeah, okay.
It wasn't smooth. Yeah, this was nice and smooth.
I have a Lazy Susan. I do need to modify. It's like I liked yours because it was so tall. I need to figure out how to double mine up, make it taller, because I could definitely use that height. Over at I don't have as much real estate down on the ground. On the table. So that would really
I could make it higher for another level, but then everything behind here on the shelf will get blocked.
It would.
But now I got all my glues in one spot. I got my little mannequin guy.
Those are so much nicer. Little Christmas ornament. Yeah, so make your own Christmas ornament hangers. But, like I said, they're not going to hold up because they're not treated. They're very bendy. So, I love this blue one too. That's a pretty blue. I know. I wish I could get it where you could see it better. A little better. Look. I'll hold it really close. Oh, there it goes. You see me through there. Gorgeous.
Matches my shirt.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm going to hook out of that part. Yeah, my hand's going to be feeling these later.
On my live tomorrow, I'm going to be working with tumbling tower blocks.
Okay. What you going to make? Yeah. Okay. So okay, so today's the 28th. So we still have our thing on the 30th. We have this is one of my found objects. Because I really technically didn't pay for it, so I guess found it. And it's probably something, typically would have been thrown away. And I have another found object I worked on. I don't know if I want to paint them or not. But I wanted to do these kind of fun things for bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
And I went ahead and stuck them down. But I really, I could paint them and distress them. But anyway, I have this doll hand, and it's a stand. And the bracelets will, like you just slide them over. I'm afraid I'm going to chip their hands, but. And then I did a thing, decorating thing with my found objects that I have a lot of found objects. It's kind of my whole story of my decor, whatever I found.
See,
But
you see,
I lost
my projects are nice and neat, but look at my desk.
I know. No, we're not talking about desk. Not even. Not going there. No.
The desk is a different story.
Yeah.
But I clean up afterwards and I'm ready for the next project.
You're so good. I had to come clean up before because I'm like tired. When I leave here, I'm like, I'm done. I'm leaving. I'll just close up.
It keeps me up at night saying, like, I need to clean that desk.
Mm-mm. I know.
Oh no.
Well, okay, so artists, professional artists, they bound to have assistants to come do all this kind of stuff for them so that this isn't part of their daily life. Cleaning up your mess takes a long time.
It does. But since I've organized it a lot better now, I know, grab this and put it right back where it belongs. Instead of having, because then I'll be looking all over for it.
So, Larry, my dad had a piece of wood, and it was round. I can't remember what it was part of, but I want to say it had something to do with the grinding stone, but it was like part of this whole whatever. So he had this big slice of wood anyway, and so that's a table that's now. Where is that table now? I can't remember who has the table. Probably my brother has it somewhere, but it's just, it's in his office. Anyway, and so we had this big, gorgeous, growing up, had this gigantic round table. Well, then they moved and didn't want to use it, but they wanted to keep it, so they stored it, and it cracked. But my brother still has it. He needs to fill it with resin. I'm serious. Why not fill that? Because it has such a historical, the legs, by the way, are from an old bed. The big old bed, barrel beds, those big old headboard things.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the legs are made out of. And it's got like a cross piece made really well. Oak, really nice. Legs and all. I don't remember what they did. But yeah, my brother needs to put resin in it. I think I do love me. I love the raw edge stuff. I love that natural stuff. I think it's really pretty. I don't think it fit in my house right now, but I would like they fit in the lake house. I mean, precious. Well, I do have some funky thing like that at the lake already, but yeah. But yes, my brother. I just remember it is at his office. What happened to that piece? I remember my dad making it when I was a kid. And I don't think Brent did remember it. I don't think he can remember. I think he was still too young when he made it for it to be a memory. So why did he get it? Just saying. Got everything. Yeah. Siblings. Oh, what am I doing? I'm wrapping. This is a wrapper. Yeah, this one I should probably have on gloves. It's kind of got some sharp edges. How'd you slice your hand open? Oh, not following my own directions.
Do as I say, not as I do.
No. Yeah. And you do what with kids? Oh, I teach them. I teach them how to be careful. So, there was some video where the OSHA guy shows up and this guy's digging a hole. He's down in the bottom of this pit digging a hole. The hole is like a long, narrow thing they're digging with a forklift or I don't know, what's the word I want? Backhoe. And it's always the width of the backhoe, which isn't very wide. So the guy's literally in it. It is like shoulder to shoulder dirt. Okay, first of all, I wouldn't go in that hole because I'm claustrophobic. But the OSHA guy shows up and he goes, I don't think so. You need to get out of the hole. Oh, but I'm almost get out of the hole. That kind of stuff. Like, no, I don't care. Get out of that hole. So, no, I'd be in the hole. I wouldn't be in that hole, but yeah, I'd be trying to get away with it for a little bit. It's like, yeah, but see, that's all I gotta do is get down in there and dig that hole. It's so easy. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Use the gloves. Actually, I survived. So far, I've survived this. So, Larry, did you see it? Send the picture, Larry. Larry, did you send it on Facebook? Is that what you did? Let me go see what I got. She's still here. She's still here. Hang on a second.
This coffee paper also came with stickers.
Yeah?
I'm using some of the stickers to decorate it.
Mm-hmm. Cute.
Ooh, I like this. This flower.
Oh man, I gotta log in. See, no, maybe it'll know. No, it doesn't know me. I bet. Let me see. Maybe it does. We'll try. I haven't done my face thing on here. It's all messed up. I had to get my phone renewed today.
Okay, here we go.
Can't get on Facebook. Later. You done?
Yep, here's the front.
It's so cute. Yeah.
And then it has a seam binding, and then you open it up.
Oh, look.
It's got a little pocket on the side here.
Oh
and then I covered the pad up with more paper and a sticker. And then you get the.
I love that little fold up. Oh my God.
It slides in and out so you can replace it when you're finished.
Oh my gosh. I should be writing more. Deb, that's what you need. Is Deb Fairclough still on? So Deb sends a message. She goes, if I send you some handwritten pages, would you be able to read them and all this? I was like, don't you send me originals. Lose them. Girl, yeah, it's been in my house. I lose stuff. But yeah. She loves to write out stuff by hand.
And then
I know, it's so cute.
This is seam binding. I got
really? I have a hoard of that, girl. Let me see.
This is all I have.
Okay, so let me tell y'all a story. I was at my favorite store, and I had a bag of vintage. Vintage.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Billy's here.
And Billy.
So I had vintage sewing stuff, and I got to go grab it real quick. Or maybe not, because I can't find it. Oh, here it is. So anyway, he said, this guy stops me and he goes, do you want everything that's in that bag? And I said, yeah, because I mean, it's just sewing stuff, right? And I was like, yeah. He goes, you want those yellow boxes? And I went, yeah, because they had something in them. You know, there's something. I said, yeah, I'm not going to think about it. My husband's waiting in the car. I got to go. So I'm like, sorry, but yeah. These were the boxes. It was just like little boxes like these, and see, it's written on like that. And that he wanted these yellow boxes. And so when I get to the car, I open them up, and this is what they were. I'm like, really? People collect bullet boxes? These are 38 caliber.
And anything that can become a box, they'll collect.
I know. And these are hollow points. But it's written on. I don't know if that'll
I don't know why my camera's so dark right now.
That's in it. You know. It's funny. That was like the weirdest thing that happened to me today. But anyway, I like ribbons and things like that. But I got this. I got zippers, lots of zippers. I also got this piece that you put on your Singer sewing machine, and it makes your foot pedal a knee lever. So instead of using your feet, you use your knee. And it's the knee lever for your foot pedal. Like, what do you mount it on the side? I don't know what it does. I want to ask.
I have an old Westinghouse.
What is this? It's not really stretchy.
And I'm kicking myself too on that one because it came in a cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
But when I moved to my parents' house, the cabinet wouldn't fit in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I took the sewing machine out and tossed the cabinet.
I know.
So a lot of things.
Cabinets are awesome.
Look at the paper, so cute.
Oh, I like that. What is it?
And it has like the foam on top.
Right.
Designs. It's got like a chalkboard with coffee and coffee cups. And it has all these little things on the back. That's one thing about double-sided paper that I don't like. Is
Right.
if I like both sides,
Oh, yeah, right too. Yeah. So there's that.
uh-huh.
They got you. So he's buying two anyway.
And this one has the cut aparts,
Uh-huh.
and then some more coffee.
Cut apart or they tear apart? Do they cut or they have like perforated?
No, you have to cut them.
Okay.
And then this one has pastries
Mm-hmm.
and larger cut aparts.
And you know what else I had? Talk about pastries. Man, I wish I had some creme brulee. I love a good creme brulee.
And
It's just nothing but sugar. Man.
then this one is just a little pink design.
Yeah.
And then those colors.
Oh, that's crazy. I like that. I like that paper.
And then these are the smaller color parts that I just used one, and the back is a black and white stripe.
And the back.
So I have enough here to make a couple more books if I wanted to.
Well, oh my gosh, I did it again. I picked up one that already had a hook on it. Get off there.
But the chipboard makes it nice, and
That one I can't do.
so I took something that the notebook could cost $1.25, added another, I say $3 to it.
Mm-hmm.
With all the pieces that I added to it.
Yep.
And it looks like something that you didn't pick up at Dollar Tree.
There you go. That's the point. And I love the ones you did for me. They were really sweet.
There we go. See now back here, I put a little. It's like a belly band, and this just slides in and out.
Got me. It don't give me back my thing.
So when you're done, you don't have to toss it. You can just go and get another pad.
That's a really good idea.
It's a good size. I think it's 4x6.
All right.
The pad.
Got me another one to hang up. So I've got a bunch I can hang up. Some I still need to drill holes. Some I still need to make. You know, I still need to make their little surrounds. Could do a little one. All right. What time is it? Oh, yeah. Well, no, I don't think I have time. But I want to show one thing real quick. And oh my gosh, I meant to send you some of this. I'm so mad. I was looking at my box and stuff I sent you, and I was like, it seemed like there was something else. And I was thinking wood. I couldn't get out the wood kick. What's this? So I bought the big tub of this because I had plans.
What is it?
No, it's like the same price as the little tub. But so I bought the big tub. This is the one that eBay was recommending, you know. So this is the museum wax. This is what you use to tack your little things down in your houses. And then you can pull it off. But let me tell you, it's the sticky gets on your hand. I don't know what's going to get it off your hands. Yeah, it's sticky. So what I did with it today, when I was building this thing, I wasn't sure. I didn't want anything permanent because I might want to actually use these hands for something else. So they're waxed on, but I did wax them to a dowel. Took pictures as I did this. But I put wax around the dowel, stuck the dowel in, added some more wax to get a nice waxy. There you go. So I had to twist it off. But you can see the wax inside, maybe, if you're lucky. Yeah, and then you just don't touch it because it gets on your hands. It's hard to get off. So I used a tool to do it. Hold on a second. I used a little carbon tool. Anyway, I've been digging in that. And like this will last me the rest of my life, apparently. But it's never going to dry. And you just kind of use something. You need a tool. If you start getting your hands in here, I'm telling you, it does not want to come off your hands. And then I just kind of use that to make my adhesive. And it will hold really well. I mean, it's not going to like fall off, but this is something really good. If you'd like to do what I do and build your own tiered trays to kind of keep your tiered trays from slipping, but then you can always wash this off. Yes, hot water, alcohol probably get it off. I have not read the directions. Should I read the directions? What do you think? How to get it off? It says knead into soft balls or strips. Place several pieces around base of item. Press it in place. Very important read detail. Okay.
Look what I bought at the Dollar Tree yesterday.
Mineral spirits.
Look at these little flowers from Dollar Tree.
Oh, those are cute. But that's that kind of moment there. They remind me of the ones that people make out of spoons, the plastic spoons.
Yeah.
And because of the shape.
This holds on my
What's it made of? Are they metal?
They're metal.
Wow. So anyway, easy clean up with obviously with the mineral spirits. In the meantime, I still got some on my fingers. That's really good for my. I rub some into my fingernails. It'll help my fingernails.
Then you have all these little extra cut-offs. I keep them all together with the same pack, so that way I know they're coordinated.
Staying organized. So I'm gonna tell you, if you're watching, hey Bill. So if you were watching my Barbie video that I did, live stream that I did last week, still got my Barbie stuff out, still playing Barbies. I was able to mend a couple of pieces with mending tape. Remember mending tape? It's just that like canvas. It's not even, it's like a cottony fabric with the gluey stuff and you iron it. I was actually able to use that to mend a couple of pieces that were like shredded, not the prettiest thing you've ever seen, but it put it back together. It's wearable. It's not pretty, just functional though. So that's what I did. Yay. So there's I was just really quick talk about things that are coming up. There's a craft room organization thing I've heard whispers about.
Crafty people.
Yeah. I need the incentive.
And Annie's Summerween.
I love that because I still haven't put up my Halloween stuff, and I definitely want to do that. That's for sure. I want to participate in that. I keep saying I got to do less of these videos, but then I keep making new videos, and I got to do them. But the next Dolls Gone
they have such a cool ideas for the
I know.
So the next, I want to be part of that.
Oh, I know. Dolls Gone Goth for the 16th of May is Sugar Skulls, and those are fun. So
I just gave my sister-in-law Sugar Skull. Hold on, let me grab the other one I have.
Okay, so so that's pretty easy peasy and fun. So if you've never participated in one of the Dolls Gone Goth, it's a good one to try. I mean, how badly can you mess that up? Okay, symmetry's not easy, but it is.
Real Prince is Lou.
Yes. And then
this was one of the inside the Michael's grab bags.
Oh yeah, those. Gosh, yes, those things. They weigh a ton.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not something you want to ship.
I gave one to my sister-in-law because she likes these, and I kept one. He wanted to keep one.
But I was thinking because you do all the crochet, could you crochet a doll head, and then embroider a Sugar Skull design?
Monkey.
Yeah, it's a thing. So I want to encourage you. You do not have to be like a doll collector or anything like that, but it's just fun. I think the Sugar Skull is kind of one of those projects that is easy to do, and you don't have to have like when we did thunderstorms, people in all different directions. Me, of course, I had to go dark because it is goth, and I had to make her really recreate a doll. But you don't have to do that for these, and I think Sugar Skull is probably pretty easy. Barbies. Easy to paint. That's something that small, make a cool Sugar Skull face. And it did make me kind of go through my dolls again to see who these days Sugar Skull face. Just saying. And that's kind of this on the 30th, if you still have time, because it's one of those things. We dressed our dolls like the 60s, and that's through Tammy Polly, where the other one's through J Dolls UK and Marna from Dolls Rescue. This one is Tammy Polly, and she does this thing with Marna of J Dolls. I'm sorry, getting my things all messed up. Dolls Rescue, where they compete against each other. They challenge each other, but everyone else just does something. We just all continue. We just contribute, and that's fun because there's nothing but fun. And we really, it's a good.
Did you see that competition between Bargain Bethany and Creative on the Cheap?
What
they both had to start with a certain item, both of them together,
right?
And then they had in between the 15 minutes of crafting, they throw in twists, and to see at the end, and then they see which one covers all the lists, and then they see which one comes out better. It came out pretty cool.
Fun. That sounds like a lot of. There reminds me of that TV show where they're crafting. That has the guy has the guy and the lady from Parks and Recreation. Can't think of anybody's name. But yeah, that sounds like fun. Yeah.
And their husbands were the ones that picked the twists.
As the audience comes up with something?
No, the husbands do.
The husbands do? Oh, the husband.
Yeah.
I missed that word. What? Making it difficult? Wow. That's kind of sad because you could probably ruin a pretty good thing doing that. You know what I mean? You start out so good and then they throw in a twist and you go, oh.
Yeah, one of the twists is like you need to stop working for 5 minutes.
That reminds me of I love the cooking shows where they get
Larry.
the weird stuff. You learn a lot. You learn a lot about what goes with what they'll say. Well, I use this to kind of change that flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And you do learn some cool stuff about that. Fine. Oh, I can't wait to work on my dog. My dog has been neglected here. I know. So many things neglected. What can I say? So anyway, thank you all. It's about 8:00 coming up. I want to thank you all for still being here with us. We have really enjoyed it. I want to thank you so much for helping me get through tonight. I have just not had very good days, and it really helps.
I know the feeling.
Mm-hmm. It really helps if you got some support, and I love the support. I do appreciate that a lot, and I will be with you tomorrow reading your comments. And y'all be sure to set your alarms, but set an alarm for tomorrow at 3:00 Eastern time, right?
Yes.
Yes, and that is for your live stream, and you're going to be working with those. Oh my gosh, she's the queen of the Jenga blocks.
Jenga blocks and two large circles I found at Dollar Tree.
Awesome. Yeah, 11 a.m. Australia. You'll be awake, right? Yeah.
These guys.
Yeah. Now, is that what you got? Did you get those when you were going to do your turntable?
No.
Where'd you get those?
I found these yesterday.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
But they would have been too small for the turntable.
Good to know. Yeah. Oh, I used to be okay. So Lou says I used to thrift wars with another YouTuber. It was fun, but the other person left YouTube. We can do it again, Lou. Come on.
Yes.
I love it. That sounds so much fun. Oh, and Robin has a premiere tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. So make sure I have set my reminder for that one. So, and I'm sorry, Bill.
And we have found objects on Saturday at what time?
Oh, the Saturday is our actually that was like says 2 things going on. The found objects is that when it goes for 4? Wait, that's not hours. Okay, I got my times mixed up.
I got it. Hold on.
Any time of the day, you can post the dolls. These are the dolls where it's called 1960s hippie dolls. So dress your dolls like hippies. So I did a video for that. Anyway, like right
6 p.m. Eastern.
6 p.m. Eastern. So that's
the
good.
found object.
Gives you a little bit extra time to do some editing. So I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get my project done. I need to go edit. And if I have time after I've edited this to get my other project done, I'll be happy. Because I would really like to do my other project. Yeah, I kind of want to paint this, but then I don't. I don't know. I should paint it, shouldn't I? It would look better. I don't know. This is the fun piece, though. It'll be to be continued. Right now, I'm going to go through. The only reason I didn't want to paint it, it's for bracelets. So when I throw the bracelets on it, I think if I paint it, I would scratch the paint. Just tossing them on there. We'll see.
What I do is walk away and come back later and see what sparks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because see, I can think, I could put some paper. Oh, man, don't even get me started. That could be really cute. That could really be cute now I think about it. Dang
Erica wants to know what you are needing for your houses.
For my house?
Bill says, don't paint the wood, Jerry.
Who said that? Will you?
Bill.
Oh, my God. You know, it's not good. Bill, it's not that good wood. It's all scuffed up. It looks pretty bad.
And Sandra says she's going to go watch Connie now.
Okay. So on the, getting back to the other thing, the like doll houses, what do we need for doll house? We need everything. I can always have a thing. I can figure something. Yeah, I have a lot of, I don't get watching these people and what they build. Oh my gosh.
Lou said thrift wars, yard sales, thrift stores, and there's a limit to what you can spend.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that would be fun because you, yeah. I do like the challenges that people are doing, but I kind of like the starting out with you think you have some control, but then there's a twist. That's pretty fun. I like that. Yeah. That sounds like a fun project to do. So yeah.
I
Like
like
here I am talking like I got all the time in the world to do all these projects. Mm-hmm. Now that's one of those things. If you were doing it live, it'd be easier than to try to do a video. I just don't want to do a video. Videos are it's done live, right? The thrift wars are they done? Are they a video or live?
I don't know. I know that the ones that
It is a live
Bethany
stream.
and I forget the other girl's name. They did theirs recorded,
Okay.
but they did it live with each other. Sort of like
Well, that's what I said. You do it live, but then you do record it too. So I just didn't know if they were doing another, like it was a video or just it was a live stream going to video. I gotta fix this chair. It's been driving me crazy.
Yeah, because I think their videos were like 20 minutes or something, but they did 3 projects, so it would have been over an hour or something like that.
Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah. I see. I would like to do a live one so people can like comment and have fun and maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm missing a piece. I gotta cut a piece for this. It needs a back leg stringer.
So always change the rules, and it's whatever you want to do, however you want to make.
Yeah. Anyway, these were like 4 pieces from a bed post or something, and I only have 3 of them. So it's not like, oh my gosh, I did this backwards. Piece and to begin with. Oh no, there was a piece there.
Mm-hmm.
I just dropped it. Where did that go? Oh my gosh, my mess. I got a mess to clean up. So better get on it. Anyway, go figure out what's for dinner. You know, that fun stuff. It's only 8 here. We still haven't eaten. I tell you what, I want to catch up on some of my TV time with was it Resident Alien? Oh my gosh, that show's so funny.
We watched a new episode of Picard today.
You did what?
Watched a new episode of Picard today.
Yeah? Like Picard? Like in Picard? There's a show?
Yeah, it's on season 2.
What? What? I didn't know about this. What channel is it on? Is it on
Paramount, which is
okay. Yeah, we see
CBS. CBS is Paramount.
We're on Paramount. We got that. So yeah, I did not know of this. Jerry, I'm totally messing this up too. This chair's making me crazy.
My husband looks forward to Thursdays. We can start watching it. But then he gets upset because when they finish the episode, they leave you on a cliffhanger. It's like, what?
Oh, I
gotta wait another week.
So see, I hate that. I know. I got to. Well, I want. That's why I got to binge. I'm not good with the whole cliffhanger thing.
No.
I want to be. Well, then they do at the end of the season too. And they get you there. That'll get you one place to get you somewhere else, right? Yeah, I do kind of want to paint that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Go check it out. See how it looks first. Anyway, bye everybody. I know we gotta go. Anyway, had fun. Bye. Now I'm gonna like go home and go back and just melt down. So tired. I'm ending the broadcast really right now. Bye. 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 Bye.